Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're talking about a situation that can really throw a wrench in your plans. What happens when your configuration keys are created dynamically at runtime? You know, those situations where you can't predict the keys beforehand? Well, at value isn't going to help much there, because it needs static keys defined at compile time. So, how do we get around this? We'll explore alternative approaches, and we'll focus on using the Spring environment to programmatically retrieve property values. This is how you access those keys that are generated on the fly. You'll never have to worry about missing a dynamic property again. Let's dive in and see how you can easily fetch your runtime properties. Alright folks, let's talk about what the Spring Boot environment actually means. Think of it as the lifeblood of your application. It's where your app lives and does its thing while it's running. The environment is your one-stop shop for dynamically managing properties, profiles, and system settings. It lets you easily access system properties, the stuff you get with system.getProperties. Environment variables, those key value pairs from system.getInv. Application properties, all your settings from application.properties or application.yml. Basically, the Spring Boot environment lets you grab and change any configuration value through code, making your application super flexible and adaptable. Let's dive in and see how this powerful feature can make your app do some really cool things. Alright folks, today we're going to show you how to fetch a property without using @value. We're going to use the Spring environment object instead. First, open up your custom environment controller class. Then, add an environment variable. Make sure you import it from org.springframework.core.env. Next, we'll inject this environment object into our controller using constructor injection. After that, we'll create a Get API endpoint. Now, look at my screen. You can see that app.message is in our application.yaml. We're going to get this value using the environment object. Call the getProperty method on the environment object. Just pass the key app message into the method, and you'll get back the corresponding value that we've configured. Alright everyone, everything is set up perfectly. Now it's time to launch the application. Alright, our application is up and running. Now, switch to Postman and make a request to our new API endpoint that we just created. Alright, look at my screen everyone. We've got the app message value right there in our API response, exactly as we set it. It's working perfectly. Whenever you need to grab a dynamically created property, just use the environment object's getProperty method with its key, and it'll give you the value you're looking for every time. It's that easy. Alright everyone, what a fantastic session. Today, we showed you how to grab those dynamic configuration properties using the Spring environment object, instead of being stuck with @value. We saw our API return the app message value, proving our dynamic property fetching works like a charm. Spring Boot really makes it easy to manage configurations, even the ones you create on the fly, with just a simple getProperty call. You've got this. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next video.